instead. Today we are going to be making some homemade granola, and I just love it because it's good for you. Also, it is much cheaper to make homemade than it is to go out and buy it, and you could put in what you want to put in. So let's start off. You want to put your oven, set your oven for 300 degrees. Next thing, you want to make sure you got all your supplies out. So I've got 4 cups of oats. They could be steel cut, rolled oats, it really doesn't matter. So 4 cups. Then you want 2/3 cup of honey. And I'm very fortunate that we have friends that had bees, so we got a lot of honey. So this is good honey. You also want a teaspoon of salt, and you want a 1/2 cup of coconut oil. You want to make sure it's liquefied, so make sure you put it in your microwave and solidify it. Make sure it gets to a liquid form, and that's a 1/2 cup. This is the basic recipe. What you can do after it is you could put in raisins, cinnamon, cranberries, vanilla, whatever you'd like, chocolate. That's up to you. But the basic recipe is just these 4 items. So let's start out. You want to get your rolled oats, and you want to add in your salt. Now you want to make sure you mix them up. You mix it up good. Add in your oil and your honey. And then you want to mix it up really good. It's not the easiest thing to do, but it does get there. It just takes a while, and in the beginning it's like, ugh. While I'm doing this, I always think, what do I want to put in it? So I'm thinking this time I may do some vanilla, some cinnamon, maybe some raisins. Raisins are good for you. You can put in nuts. I typically, me and my husband do not like nuts, so I'm not going to put nuts in it. And there is no rhyme or reason how much of your extra things that you want to put in it, your spices, your nuts. Everybody's different. Some people like more nuts, some people like less nuts. But make sure when you are doing your combination, you're putting everything together here, make sure that you get all the oats covered with the honey. Because in the beginning, the very first time I did it, they weren't all covered, and it didn't turn out right. So you want to make sure they're all covered. Make sure you get to the bottom, and you move it up, the oats up in the air, to the top, and then it's all covered really good. Okay, now you want to add in, oh, there goes my oven. The only thing you have to add in at the end after it's done baking would be your cranberries or your raisins. Your nuts, your spices, your extracts, that can all be done now. So, let me go get the extras that I want to put in here, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I think I'm going to put in about 2 teaspoons of vanilla. put in a tablespoon of cinnamon. Now again, you want to mix that up really good. Oh, I could smell it. Some people add sugar to it. I'm not going to add sugar because you've already got honey in it. Now, if you want, you can add a little bit more honey to it and make actual like bars from it. I don't like doing that. I like just picking up the granola, spreading it on whatever I want, or if I just want to eat it right from the jar. Okay, so I got that all done. And now you want to take a baking sheet and make sure your baking sheet is lined with parchment paper. And just take it, put it all on the parchment sheet. And spread it all out really good. Okay, like I've been saying, you just gotta make sure you get it all onto the cookie sheet. Try to get it as even as you can. You just can't get it totally even across the cookie sheet, but you can do the best you can. And now at this time, if you're wanting to do bars, then you want it all together. And let me kind of see how mine is. It's not all clumped together because I'm not having bars. If you want the bars, then you have to drag it across this way and this way to make sure it's all even so that you're able to cut them. And then it's in the oven for 40 minutes. And like I said, you do not add any berries at this time. The berries you would do at the end, because if you put the berries in now, the raisins, the cranberries, whatever you want to put in now. If you put it in now, they're going to get hard and the whole thing's, you're not going to want any of it. I guess I did flatten enough out that if I wanted to make bars, even though I really don't, but maybe I'll do half and half. I don't know. I haven't really done the bars, but I kind of flattened it out enough. As you can see, it's all flat right now. And in the oven for 40 to 45 minutes. So we'll be back. Okay, so we just got done taking this out of the oven. This is what it looks like, and I've already tasted it. It's delicious. Now this is more or less where I can cut pieces out now if I want. What I may do is I'll let it cool, half of it, crumble it, the other half, maybe I'll make some bars out of it. Something different. And this is the time now, if you're gonna crumble it, you wanna put your raisins in it, or any kind of berries you want in it, and that's all ready to go, okay? Have a great day. Again, thank you for visiting the Paletti Rosa Homestead. I hope you liked the videos. Make sure you give me a thumbs up. I'd like to see a comment, seeing what you think of the videos, what you'd like to see next. And subscribe to my channel if you haven't done that yet. It was great seeing you all. Have a great day.